everybody, welcome to another video here. Today we're going to start a section called series, and to me this is a very interesting topic, but it's one of those topics that could be a little bit challenging at first. Okay, when you first see it, you're like, what is going on here? Okay, but hopefully when you're done with this video, hopefully you have a better idea of what a series is. So here's what I'm gonna do with this video here. I'm gonna do half of the problems for you. I'm gonna do all the odd problems, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and 11. And then your job will be to finish 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12. So on the next assignment that I'm gonna be posting, you are actually going to be submitting all of the problems, and I'm gonna be able to look at that. So that's gonna be pretty much your homework. Your homework will be to finish this review that I'm about to do right now. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with that. It says rewrite each series as a sum. Okay, so first of all, we have to understand what a series is and what this is. Well, a series, and let me go back to here. Let me do a side note over here. A series, before we had sequences. Let's just say we had a sequence there. That's a sequence, and so on and so forth. A series is very similar to that. It's just that there's going to be a slight change. A series, you're actually adding all those numbers together. Okay, and you usually get a number. You usually stop at a certain point. Okay, let's just say this stops at 6. Then a series will actually calculate, it will actually evaluate and add all those numbers together, and it will give you a final number. Okay, so, and that's what a series is. Now there is a short way of writing that, and that is what that sigma notation is. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna rewrite from sigma notation, which is sigma notation, guys, is this thing right here. Okay, that sigma notation means the sum. Okay, we are adding here. Okay, all right, so in here we're going to rewrite it. We're going to expand this. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's expand this guy. And here's how you do it. Well, every series starts with a number. This one starts with a 0. Okay, and then this is kind of like what you call the formula for that series. Okay, what do you mean the formula? Well, you see how we have 3m squared? Well, instead of m, I'm actually going to write 0. Why 0? Why do I start with 0? Well, this right here, m is equal to 0, is where you start. Guess where you're going to end? Right there, at m is equal to 4. This is our n. So we're going to have to expand this. So we got 3. Now instead of 0, I'm going to write 1 squared. Now instead of 1, I'm going to write 2 squared. Now we're going to write 3 to the third square. And then finally, we're going to write one more, which is going to be 4 squared. All right, so let's simplify that. Well, 0 squared is 1, and you get 3 there. 1 squared is 1, 1 times 3. You also get 3 right there. I'm sorry, guys, 0 squared is not 0. You will actually get 0 there, I'm sorry. And then we got 2 squared. Well, that would be 4. 4 times 3, that would be 12. And then 3 squared is 9. Okay, 3 times 9 is 27. And then 4 squared, that's going to be 16. And 3 times 16, let me actually grab my calculator. And we're going to get 16 times 3. Well, that's going to be 48. Now in here they're asking us to just rewrite it as a sum. Well, this is how you rewrite it. This right here will be a final answer. Now what if they're asking you to evaluate, which I'm actually gonna add that extra step right here. We're going to evaluate this, so that means that I'm gonna add 0 plus 3 plus 12 plus 27 plus 48. I think I did something wrong. Hold on. 48 plus 27 plus 12 plus 3. That right there will be 90. So when I add all those numbers together, I end up getting 90. All right, so I'm going to have you do number 2. If you're not really sure what to do just yet, well, watch me do number 3 then. Okay, so on this one, once again, you're going to start with 1. Okay, so the first one there is k plus 100. So k at the first is 1 plus 100 plus, now we're going to go up to 2. 2 plus 100. Now if you follow this pattern, the last one will be 6 plus 100. Okay, well this one will be 101. This will be 102. Then you can say that we have 103, 104, 105, and then finally the last one should be 106. Now we could add all those together. So let's add 101 plus 102 plus 103 plus 104 plus 105 and plus 106. And now that's not really what they're asking us, because they're asking us to just expand it, but I do want to evaluate just because. All right, number 5. Remember, you're gonna do number 6. I'm sorry, number 4. Once again, let's expand this. So this is kind of like our rule there. That tells us how the series is gonna look like. Okay, so we know that it's 2 times, and this again is our starting point. Okay, so it's 2 times 2, and then we're gonna go all the way to 7. So 2 times 3, 2 times 4, 2 times 5, now hopefully you can kind of see the pattern in here. This is 4, this is 6, then 2 times 4 is 8, 10, 12, and 14. Okay, not gonna add all those because it's kind of pointless. We already know how to add, so I'm just gonna leave my answer in expanded form like that. Okay, and that's how we expand a series, guys. Now let's do number 7. Once again, we're gonna start with 2 right there. So I'm gonna have 100 minus 2. Okay, that's gonna be my first term. Then it's gonna be 100 minus, well, the next one will be 3, all the way to 5. All right, so for this one, I'm gonna get 98. And if you can tell, it's gonna be just 97, 96, and 95. And this right here will be our expanded series right there. Now, on the next video, we're actually gonna go from that to that right there. So it's gonna be a little bit more difficult. So hopefully you understand this video very well. All right, this one here, once again, we're gonna start with 5. So we're gonna start with 5 square. Remember, why 5 square? Because I'm looking at this. I'm replacing that k with a 5. And then we're just gonna have 6 square, 7 square, 8 square, and then I'm gonna stop at 9 square. Okay, so we got 25, we got 36, we got 49, we got 64, and then we have 81, and we're just gonna leave our answer just like that in expanded form. Okay, so we went from condensed form into expanded form. Let's do a couple more. Hopefully you guys are understanding this a little better now. Let's do the last one here. So once again, I'm gonna start at 3. So I'm gonna write 3 times 3 plus 2 there. Okay, plus the next number will be 4. So we got 4 times 4 plus 2, plus the next number will be 5. 5 times 5 plus 2. And then our next number will be 6. 6 times 6 plus 2. And then finally my last number, which is right there, is going to be 7. So I'm going to have 7 times 7 plus 2. So now let's figure out what that is. So 3 plus 2 is 5 there. And then 3 times 5 is 15. Okay, we got 4 plus 2 is 6. 6 times 4 is 24. Okay, I was just thinking about something else, guys. Yeah. All right, so we got 5 times 2. 5 plus 2 is 7, and 7 times 5 is 35. And then 6 plus 2 is 8, all right? And then 8 times 6 is going to be 48. Then finally our last number here, we got 7 plus 2 is 9. And then 9 times 7, well, that would be 63. And we're just going to leave our answer just like that in expanded form. So hopefully by me doing those few problems there, that gives you an idea to finish up the worksheet. Remember, you're going to do 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12. Where are you going to find those assignments? Well, you're actually going to find them in Canvas on the next assignment, okay? I'm not really sure what the number is going to be, but it's not going to be the next assignment. And you're going to do those problems, and you're going to show me that you took some notes, and then you're going to submit that to me, okay? Well, I'll see you guys on the next video.